So I found a game. This just has the name Boyfriend or Cake. And I don't know what that could possibly be about. I think it's probably the trend that was going around where you'd cut things to figure out if it was an item or if it was cake. I don't know. Let's see. Let's have a look, I guess. I mean, it's very cutesy. Like, the little artwork is beautiful. Alright, I've never played it before, so let's do new game. If you can hear cat purrs, I'm so sorry. Welcome back to America's favorite game show, Boyfriend or Cake. Tonight we've got a thrilling lineup of handsome suitors and delicious confections. We'll be able to tell which from which. Find out tonight on Boyfriend or Cake. Woo! Now it's time to meet our lucky bachelorette. Miss, why don't you introduce yourself? Hi, I'm Bianca, I'm 24 years old and I'm ready to eat some delicious cake and maybe fall in love. There you go. That's the spirit. Now Bianca, the rules are simple. You'll have 5 minutes to talk with the contestant. Afterwards, you'll need to decide whether they're a real person or a cake. Get it right and you'll have the chance to pick them for a date at the end of the show, but get it wrong and you'll lose points. Are you ready? I sure am. Then let's bring out the first contestant. I think that's a cake, innit? Bianca, meet Ryan, a real human who's new to town and ready to experience love. It's nice to meet you. I don't think Ryan's real. He also looks like a little chip bag. This is obviously a cake, isn't it? What else am I supposed to say to his cake? Is that your final answer? Yes. Then let's find out. That's correct. Let's go. I did see right through your ruse. Yeah. It looked not at all like a guy in comparison. Okay. Contestant number 2. He's a man with a lot of books by his feet. Whoops. It looks like I dropped on my feminist literature. Where's your matcha? Oh my stars, this is embarrassing. Mary Wollstonecraft, Margaret Atwood, even Toni Morrison. I can't believe I'm so clumsy. Please accept my sincerest apologies, Miss Bianca. It is a great pleasure to meet you. I'm 6'5", by the way. Wow, Daryl. The pleasure is all mine. You seem so perfect, it's almost difficult to believe you're a real person. You humble me beyond measure, Miss Bianca, but for all my strength of character, I promise I am but mere flesh and bone. I don't like this. I don't like this, man. What's your favorite kind of music? Paris Paloma, Claro, Biba Doobie. Okay. But my favorite music is made by this pretty indie underground artist. You probably never heard of her. Her name is Taylor Swift. And I just listen to her. That's fair. I don't like Taylor Swift. I'm sorry. This man's instantly lost it for me. He's not cake, but I'm not a T Swift fan. I have listened to a few Miku songs though. What would you do if I couldn't parallel park? I could always parallel. You would have to. I can usually do it. If I don't, I wouldn't let a man drive my car though, let's be so for real. A capable and independent woman such as yourself would find little difficulty in simple parallel parking job, but the truth is you'd never have to operate a motor vehicle in the first place. Okay, I like that. I'd always be present to drive you where you need, you'd be a passenger princess. He's winning me back, he is winning me back. That's a bit dark. Well, I did fail mine once. The written one, I got the give way question wrong, where it's like, do you give way at a roundabout? And I got it wrong. And I was so mad about it. Cried, sobbed, went back in pretty much like 2 days later and did fine. That's a crazy thing to write though, Bianca, girl. I think that's a bit too forward of a question to be asking on a first date. That's too bland. How do you deal with stress? Contrary to the prevailing narrative around med, I'm deeply in tune with my emotions. I visit a female therapist every week to delve into the deeper intricacies of my psyche. And when I feel stressed, I simply calm down by reading feminist literature. This guy is such a drag. The historical struggle of women around the world always helps to put my stress into perspective and remind me of my privilege. I'm 6'5", by the way. Okay, I get the sentiment. It's a good sentiment, but you seem annoying. Well, contestants, it looks like your time is up. I know how badly you want to get to know Darren more, but it's time to make the fateful choice. Is he boyfriend or cake? He's boyfriend. Oh, cat! Oh, that kitty. Hello. I'm sorry you got jump scared. Hold on. Now she's happy on her bed. Well, considering this one actually moves, talks, and doesn't look like a literal cake, I'm gonna have to go with boyfriend. Is that your final answer? Yeah. So let's see if you're right. If he turns out to be cake... Pause. Are you a loser? A failure? Oh. Hold on, let me just... That's crazy. Wouldn't go that far. Well, fear not. Because even, I'm a bit sus about this game. Physical, come romantic dates? Yes, of course you can get a sweet treat. Plan your future, should we start a family? And receive the basic respect and decency you've always deserved. No, I don't mind if you go out with your guy friends. Of course you can look through my phone. What are you waiting for? Get your cake boyfriend today. I mean, not bad. Okay. Alright. Welcome back, folks! Before we move on to the next contestant, why don't we get to know our lovely Bianca a little bit better? Me? Yes, you. There's 200,000 people in that audience and 9 billion more at home. They want to know more about you. That's crazy. I've got some really high stats, I can't lie. Oh, hi, I'm Bianca. You already knew that, I guess. A little bit about me. I like badminton and embroidery and cooking. Awesome, those are awesome things. I like dancing, but I'm not good at it. Real. I like to travel someday, but I don't have the money. Real. I guess if I could travel anywhere, it'd be the Grecian Isles? Grecian Isles? Don't know what that is. But if I could really travel anywhere, it'd be Mars. Yeah, that's good. I hear they have blue sunsets. I went to university for bioinformatics, but I had to drop out for medical reasons. Also, OChem's a real. But yeah, I live in the city now and I work landscaping for some billionaire's estate that he visits for 2 weeks a year. It's not really where I imagine myself being, but I like the gardening aspect and working with plants, and it pays okay. I got on this game show because I thought it'd be fun, I don't know. I mean, I am having fun, it's good to meet people, even if the last 2 have been cake. I guess I'm just trying to say that I don't really have a reason to be here, but I don't regret it. Is that enough? Wow, that was great, Bianca. So human, so relatable. Let's check those ratings. Incredible! The folks love you, Bianca. Quick, while the ratings are up, run another ad. Haha, just kidding. Let's move on to our third contestant. This is so strange. Come on. All the way up from Bakersfield, California is our next contestant, Jake. Hi, I'm Jake. Your 5 minutes start now. So... Why does your hair look like frosting is my first question. Oh no, is it really that bad? I haven't been to the barber in a while. And there's a comically oversized maraschino anyway, cherry on it. I thought it was a hat. Your shirt looks like the layers of a cake. You even got a dolly around your neck. Okay, get it. My outfit probably wasn't the best choice for the game show, given the context, but I promise I'm a real person. Let me prove it to you. How? I don't know. What did the last guy do? The last guy talked way too much about feminist literature and ended up being a cake anyway. Well, I've never read feminist literature before, unless you count The Handmaid's Tale in high school English class. I guess it had some pretty blatant themes on female oppression. He did mention Margaret Atwood. So does having read The Handmaid's Tale mean I'm cake? No, you're right, that's pretty stupid. Ask me some questions, surely you'll be able to tell me from the answers that I'm real. Okay. How's your relationship with your mother? Awesome question. Oh. I'm sorry. Sorry to hear. No, it's fine. I mean, it's a bit of a weird question to ask on Day Show about him, and to be honest, I didn't get along very well with her. Oh, we clashed on a lot of things. Grew up in a tiny town in the Midwest. My parents owned a print shop. They knew everybody in town. They knew when cookie season started to print flyers for the Girl Scouts. They knew when band season started to print t-shirts. They knew every artist and musician who printed advertisements for their shows or galleries. They printed for local newspapers and student zines, and I hated it. I hated my small town and the smell of ink. I hated my parents because they were satisfied living there. I thought they were complacent and had no ambition. I was embarrassed that they could take pride in such an insignificant life. Sometimes I'd sit at the dinner table and think, I don't want to end up like that. A useless, deadbeat failure working a soulless, dead-end job. Alright, I get wanting to be ambitious, but downplaying others because they want to do something like that sucks. So you suck, even if you are a boyfriend, even if you are cake, you suck. My parents were wonderful people. They loved working their print shop. They accepted cookies as payment for printing Girl Scout flyers, they donated to the shelters, and they were kind to everyone they knew, which was everyone. And all I could do was think horrible things about them. I studied hard and got out of there as soon as I turned 18. I thought to myself, good riddance. I escaped and never have to see that town again. And you know what my parents were thinking? Aww. They were proud of me. They were proud that their son was happy and successful. When I got the news of my mother's death, I didn't go to her funeral. I told myself I was busy with work and couldn't justify the flight. But that's not really true. Nobody misses their mother's funeral because they're busy. She died of an undiagnosed heart failure. It's a little messed up, but it took her death for me to realize what a horrible person I'd been. There's no shame in pride, seems kinda obvious in retrospect, huh? My job has me moving around a lot. It's terribly ironic, but my greatest ambition now is to settle down in one place and live the rest of my life in a place where I can know somebody for more than 8 months. Sorry, did I bring down the mood? Yeah, a little bit, but it's good retrospection, to be honest. You obviously suck as a person, and I'm glad that you become better, but having to have a death decide that you become better is sad. I do understand the sentiment of wanting to move out and move on with your life, but it's sad that it took a death for you to understand that. No, I'm not at all. I mean, I asked in the first place. And you're right, it was a stupid question I asked on Data Show. I mean, I would ask it. I'd ask it. I have a feeling we like Hatsune Miku. Us Bianca likes Hatsune Miku. I mean, might as well. Let's ask. Wow. And that's time! No questions haven't decided. Are you ready, Bianca? What? Is your boyfriend a cake? I think the retrospection was real enough. I think he just kinda sucks. Yes. Quite confident. So he's real. And he's been stabbed. Sorry, Jakey, but you signed the liability waiver. Are you okay? I mean, no, obviously you're not okay. Oh god, what'd I do? What'd I do? I mean, call the police. Pressure to the wound, I think. Maybe lie down. What's your emergency? He's been stabbed. Calm down. Can you tell me your location? We're in a recording studio somewhere in E. Madison, I think. Can't you track my location? It helps to narrow it down. Can you describe the wound? Abdomen, the stomach, maybe? I don't know. There's a lot of blood. I'm dispatching an ambulance right now. Is he breathing? Yes, I think he fell unconscious. Keep pressure on the wound. Use a clean fabric if you... Now, Bianca, we can't have any uninvited guests on our program. There's a strict lineup we must stick to. Don't worry, the stagehands will take care of him. Are you ready for the next contestant? You've just... killed... You stabbed him. Please return your podium, Bianca. The show must go on. He was real. Bianca? Really killed the mood on the show, I can't lie. That's, the mood's real down on this game. What is going on? Apologies for the brief delay, but we're moving right along. May I introduce Caleb, the hot and new real human on the block. What's up, baby girl? Your 5 minutes start now. He's gotta be cake. I think that's a reasonable thing to say. So, what do you do? This game doesn't want me to tell people that it's gonna get stabbed. Interesting. The car mechanic, that tough stuff, you know what I'm saying? Cool. Inherited the shop from my dad. Long hours for to pay the bills, you know? Oh, he's still gonna stab you. I love music. It's the freest form of self-expression. I listen to freestyle rap, hip-hop, that gangster stuff. Tupac, Kendrick, Jay-Z, Ado. Ado? That hood stuff, you heard? He's gonna stab you. So, what are your hobbies? Like me? I'm into a lot of things. Cars, skateboarding, dance, but my favorite hobby is watching anime. I would like to tell him that he is gonna get squished with a knife. So, like, can we do with that? I didn't know there was an anime called that. It's just a... that's not okay. Vox Machina. It's American production, no. High school boy who discovers his younger sister's collection of something anime and sister themed word I can't read as well. Along the way, somebody's name helps his 14-year-old sister to reconcile her personal life with her secret hobbies while restoring their broken relationship and learning their true feelings towards each other, for each other. Whatever his name is the 17-something protagonist of something. He's a distant relation with his sister and feels that things can change. I actually just don't want to read it, to be honest. I think I get the vibe. It's an incredible tale of societal taboos and family bonding. Yeah. Bianca's son decided to kill a boyfriend a cake. Stab him anyway. He's not a boyfriend. I don't care if he's not cake. I know he's gonna... It's fine. Yeah, that's how the show works. But, may we please continue, Bianca? You'll still have the chance to pick me at the end. You might perish. I knew he was a person, but he was not boyfriend. He sucked. And he was a freak and not okay. Oh, Caleb, don't worry, I'll be right and dandy by the end of the show. Now meet your final contestant, Makasik. Hey there, time starts now. I don't know, this game has really thrown me. I did not know anything about this game going into it. Let's just go with what's your favourite movie? Oh, I watched the Mummy franchise while high. Don't really think they're all sort of blend together. Let's see. It's a weird thing to ask. Do you believe in free will? That's a good question to ask. Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious. Watch this. There's no way an agent of fate could have made me do that. That was all me. Alright. When was the last time you cried? I cried about a month ago when the Chipotle by my work closed down. That's fair. Ah. Do they? Yes, I was reminiscing on the days of $6 2-pound burritos and lamenting the erosion of quality standard that plagues post-capitalist America. Cried 20 minutes ago during the outbreak while making up fake scenarios in my head. I'm impressed. Can you not feel your lips when you eat plums? Is that a real thing? Weird. Let's just do the frogs one. What's the difference? I don't know. I mean, neither. I was hoping you could tell me. Haha. You didn't like my joke? Wow. Pulling out a banger, but what's your persona is awesome. Can you juggle? Yeah. How many objects at once? Just 3. Cool. Actually, when's your birthday? November 17th. Awesome. Whoa, that means your parents on Valentine's Day. I don't know about that. Pretty sure, yeah, I know a lot about these things. About birth patterns? About making poor decisions on Valentine's Day, My birthday is November 22nd. Lol. Oh, we're really close. Yeah, we are. So it means your parents also did it on Valentine's Day. No, my birthday's the anniversary of... Anything's possible. This show is crazy. Well, no, I don't know anything about him. Well, then you should have asked better questions. Can I ask one more question, please? Fine, one more. Are you okay? No. Done? Yeah, I'm ready now. His boyfriend, I guess. He's just a bit strange. He lied! Oh, he lied to me! What? Evil and not okay. So choose one of these lovely contestants you're on a date with, but before that you have one final guess to make. What do you mean? Bianca? Are you real or cake? I said, are you real? I'm real. Of course I'm real. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. How's that even a question? I have to be real. Is that your final answer? I'm real. So let's find out. Wait, I'm real. You can't stab me. I'll die. Why don't we let the audience choose? Huh? Vote on your boss's name if you think we should stab Bianca. And for those of you watching at home, you visit our website to participate in the voting line. No, I'm real. You can't let them vote. Let's find out. Is she real or cat? Wait. I'm cake! I'm sorry, we gotta get- I didn't know that I was cake. First off, hello? I didn't realise I was cake. I didn't realise I was cake. That's crazy. Hello? Okay. Whatever. Wow, Ryan enthralling. Yeah, he was. Girl, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were gonna be cake. I scraped my knee playing tag in 5th grade. That was blood. When I was 16, I cut my finger while cooking. There was muscle and sinew and tissue. I hit my bone with that knife. I had to get stitches. When I was 20, I was diagnosed with Crohn's. I had to drop out of college to pay for treatment. I have a stomach. I have a digestive tract. Bianca? Bianca? Am I real? You have to choose a hot, sexy boyfriend. What am I? Am I real? 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 Hello? AD? Hello? When did this game is changing on me? What's going on? I'm so confused. E. Hi, can I take your order? Americano, please. Bianca? You're on a game show together last night. I'm not that forgettable, am I? No, I remember. Sorry, there's a lot on my mind. Right, I'll get your order ready. So you didn't know you were cake? Was I supposed to? Most people do, I think. I do at least. How did you find out? My baker told me. What does that even mean in this context? Like, hey son, you're adopted, except it's hey son, you're not real. Just a confectionery dessert in the shape of a person. I don't think that's a perfect analogy, but sure, I guess. And who was going to tell me? I mean, you found out eventually, didn't you? Why can I feel things? How do I see? What is my hair made of? What are my memories? Your memories never happened. You probably made a couple of years ago with everything you remember already baked into you. Wow. Hee baked. I wouldn't worry about it too much. You're a person, just a little different. A little? A little more than a little. I might be missing some fingers and a chunk of my abdomen. Do I ever get that back? Oh yeah, plenty of bakeries do those hyper-realistic imitation cakes now. Just walk in and let them know what you need. You're telling me I can walk into a Panera and just request 2 hyper-realistic fingers and a stomach? I don't think Panera specifically does that. But like Seawolf or Moonrise Bakery. Yeah, you can just walk in and explain your situation and someone will help you. And that just works? Like it becomes part of me and normally it functions normally? Yeah, I've done it a couple of times whenever I accidentally damaged myself. How? Buttercream? What if I wanted like an extra arm or a cat ears and a tail? That's probably possible, I never really looked into it. Why don't I see people working with crazy cake augmentations? How common are we? No, not that uncommon. I think most people just want to fit in. How long do I live? Can I die at all? Is every part of me getting replaced individually over time? Am I still the same person? Could a person with celiac eat me out? Girl, crazy question. Do gluten-free versions of us exist? What flavour am I? If I drank a bunch of milk, could I turn into tres leche? I don't know what that is. Do I go stale or mold? Can I sustain myself by indefinitely eating myself, or would that be a perpetual motion machine? Is it cannibalism to eat non-sentient cake? What do people like us do for birthday parties or weddings? Do I shit cake? Can I get pregnant? If I marry a human, can we have half cake, half human children? Wait, everything I remembered never happened. Nothing I do matters. My life is meaningless. I think this is a reasonable crash out, to be honest. She's just found out she's, like, not actually real and she's a cake. He's got nothing to say. It's not that bad. I'm literally made out of cake. It's that bad. That's fair. Bianca, that's reasonable. We live on a rock floating through space among trillions of other rocks floating through space. A moment of time after 13.8 billion years of unguided events and before uncountable years more until the universe reaches maximum entropy and everything stills forever. Thanks for really helping there. I'm just saying, you're not special. Nobody's life has meaning. We're really hitting some diabolical thoughts and feelings right now, okay? We're really just like changing up the narrative. This is crazy. I found out I'm a cake. Well, Bianca's a cake. I'm not her. So you think your life has meaning is incredibly self-aggrandizing and frankly absurd. It doesn't matter, flesh or flour, sinew or butter. You aren't above the universe, nor is anybody else. Take solace in that, or fear, or despair, or whatever you want. Again, it doesn't really matter. Just don't spend time thinking about it. That's how you really waste your existence. Unless you're like one of those ancient Greek philosophers that got paid by rich people to sit around and think all day, in which case I suppose that'd be reasonable. Wow, men and their podcast equipment. Bianca claps back. She's good. Excuse you, I find that incredibly insulting. I bet you have a podcast. Good. You're not even saying anything. Oh, life is meaningless because meaningless, nothing matters because nothing matters. I'm not a nihilist, I promise. I didn't react super well when I was told. And that was probably far earlier than you found out. I spent a lot of time thinking my life was meaningless as well, like a concerningly long amount of time. To the point where it was interfering with my daily activities. And it is, don't get me wrong. But there's nothing you or I can do about it. So it's not worth your attention. I don't want you to agonize over it like I did. Or worse, to think that you're less than somebody because you're made of flour and eggs. Do whatever you want. Your time is fleeting and precious. Read books, drink wine, climb mountains. Learn to operate heavy machinery, go scuba diving. Make art, do squads, put it all on black, and eventually die. Which, yes, to answer your question from earlier, you can die. Your lifespan is about 60 years. Just don't think. Literally anything is more productive than thinking. Philosophy is dumb and you're dumb for engaging with it. With the aforementioned caveat of you getting paid for it. Or I suppose if you actually enjoyed it, but you don't. Nobody does. And anybody who says otherwise is posturing and performative. Agreed. I don't know if it's that simple. What if this is all part of my fake memories too? It's not. But how do you know? I just do. You know when you're dreaming and sometimes it can feel very lucid, but then you wake up and realize that it was just a dream? Because of course it was. Nothing else could feel like this. I actually had a dream like that last night. I had a dream that I had this really pretty dress that I'm never going to find and I have to make, but that's so strange. And that you're kind of silly for even thinking the dream was real. That's what this is like, kind of. I don't get it. But what do you feel? What do I feel? Are you real? I think I am. Hello? Well, you see, that's actually some pretty solid evidence. Rene Descartes? I have no idea who that is. And we're done! Thank you, Nolan. And that's boyfriend or cake, I guess? I'm shocked. It just happened to be a game show, a vibe, and then it just turned super surreal and, like, existential out of nowhere. I actually think it's not a bad story. It's a good story, it was just a little bit freaky, and it shocked me. Honestly, round of applause to Nolan. Nolan really just coped there, and I freaked out a little bit, and I think it was reasonable. That was good. I had absolutely no idea where the story was going to go, and honestly, it was good. I'm just still reeling. I'm literally, like, just having a moment, just trying to think about what happened, because that game was, like, just, it's making me think. I'm going to go into an existential crisis today, that's fine. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this game and me playing it, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye-bye.